Yo, what's up YouTube? What's up everybody, man? Welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing out there today, man? Welcome back, welcome back. So we're going to be diving back into some Jackson Browne, all right? This was the next highly suggested recommended song in my comment sections on my Jackson Browne videos. This one is Late for the Sky, all right, guys? I'm absolutely loving Jackson Browne. I don't know if Jackson Browne and James Taylor really have any kind of history together, but I don't know, man. Their music kind of reminds me of each other. Jackson Browne writing more sometimes of a positive high, a good message, and James Taylor kind of giving the low down, maybe with the songs I've heard from him, kind of the sadder part of life. And both I am very familiar with, and with their emotions that they put on the tracks. That's kind of the way that I view life. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but music puts you in a state of mind, and the state of mind that their music puts me in, both on the positive side and more some of the realistic sad side, the emotional response that their music gets from me is kind of the emotional state I'm in a lot of the time. So both of these artists speak to me very much. Jackson Browne, look forward to seeing where we're gonna get with Late for the Sky, man. But if the title is any indication, I don't know. My mind's kind of running with what I think this could be about, but I'm thinking more on the sad side of things. But who knows? Who knows? Let's go ahead and take a dive. This is too early to say I'm in love already. Exactly what I'm talking about, the emotional state.
How the words had all been spoken, and somehow the feeling still wasn't right, and still we continued on through the night. Tracing our steps from the beginning until they vanished into the air, trying to understand how our lives had led us there. Looking hard into your eyes, there was nobody I'd ever known, such an empty surprise.
Wow.
To feel so alone. Now for me some words come easy, but I know that they don't mean that much compared with the things that are said when lovers touch. You never knew what I loved in you. I don't know what you loved in me. Maybe the picture of somebody you're hoping I might be.
Dude, I get
Awake again, I can't pretend, and I know I'm alone and close to the end of the feeling we've known. How long have I been sleeping? How long have I been drifting along through the night? How long have I been dreaming I could make it right if I closed my eyes and tried of the feeling we've known.
Great writing, great music.
How long have I been sleeping? How long have I been drifting along through the night? How long have I been running for that morning flight? Through the whispered promises and the changing light of the bed where we both lie, late for the sky.
Dang. Ooh. What a tug on the heartstrings this one is, man. What a tug on the heartstrings that one is, man. You know, I think any relationship that's been around and lasted as long as mine and my wife's has. Many of you have probably been in relationships longer than me and her have been. But our relationship is longer than probably most people our age has been. You know, we known people who got together before, they're around the same time and well after us, whose relationships have ended. So we're still going. Now, with our relationship, we've been through times, of course, where it doesn't look so good, right? Like you're not going to make it through on the other side, but we've made it through. I'm so happy to say we have, and we've grown stronger through any trials that we've been through. But that doesn't mean that we didn't go through the emotions that this song is kind of laying out here. The emotions where you think everything's coming to an end. And it's kind of crazy because those are thoughts. Some of the things that he put in this song are thoughts that I had that fortunately we didn't kind of experience. But I've seen it, you know, through other people's relationships when they ended, is that you have this person who you shared a lot of your life with, and you've built these great memories and you've had all these amazing moments. But at the end, it's like you're complete strangers and this person's so cold and none of that even matters anymore. And you're talking to a stranger pretty much, right? And it's like, what happened here? Like, did we not spend all these years having these amazing moments, amazing times together, making this connection where at the end it's just cut off so easily? Maybe not so easily, but regardless, it's cut off. And I've just seen kind of the viciousness at the end of a relationship, and it just makes you, it's strange, right? It's strange just to think that it can all go so south so quickly, or just you didn't see it coming like that. And that's the vibes I got from here. It's just crazy. It's a crazy song about a real situation that happens to so many people, and the heartbreak is real in his voice on this song, man. So I don't know if he is just kind of singing what he wrote down or if it's a real thing he experienced. Either way, I felt it coming through on his vocals, man. And that's powerful. That's almost like something that I think a lot of artists don't get credit for, is sometimes you have an emotional song, man, but not everybody can put you there with their voice, and some artists can. And Jackson Browne is one of those guys, man. He can put you in the moment with the mood set, the atmosphere on the music, with his voice. He puts you in the moment, dude. So looking at this one, the song was released in 1974. When looking at these lyrics here, man, they paint just the most straightforward picture. He's telling a story that if you've lived through these emotions, it takes you right back there. So he talks about how all the words have been spoken and somehow the feeling wasn't right. You both laid it all out there, but you didn't come to a mutual understanding at the end of it. You're still standing off from each other. The tension's still there. He said it all and it didn't come out right? The feeling still wasn't right, where maybe in past arguments, y'all worked it out. This time, it didn't happen. Y'all weren't able to work that out this time. And still we continued through the night, tracing our steps from the beginning until they vanished into the air, trying to understand how our lives had led us there. How did we get to this point through everything that we had built together? How are we finally here? How is this our the last chapter, right? Oh, dude, he writes it so good. He says, looking hard into your eyes, there was nobody I'd ever known. Such an empty surprise to feel so alone. Like, dude, oh, that's brilliant writing. You know, he looked into her eyes, and it's a stranger. It's somebody he doesn't recognize as he looks into her, and he's just saying it's a surprise how empty and alone I feel now, right? And then once again, that just goes back to everything y'all built together, and now you're in this area with this person who was your soulmate, but you feel so alone now, right? Everything's gone. Another line that hit me pretty crazy hard was, you know, he's pretty much saying words come easy to him. He could tell you, but they're not going to hit that much, right? Because you're no longer in love, and really what you're looking for is the words of a lover's touch. And he doesn't have that magic right now with you. He can't make you feel great. So he's saying you never knew what I loved in you, but I don't know what you ever loved in me. He said maybe the picture of somebody you were hoping I might be. And I think that happens so much in relationships that people settle for who they think you could be. Okay, maybe they look past your current flaws and say, well, I think we'll get here and you'll be this for me at a later time, ignoring some of the things that maybe they can't live with in a person. I was asked recently by somebody just saying, hey, they were in a relationship and they wanted to know like what I thought about if there's red flags early on, should they just kind of ignore those? And I said, man, sometimes I think those red flags don't go away, right? If you're already finding things that you can't live with, man, maybe you should take it early. Okay, take those signs early, because this person just went through a divorce, and it's like, maybe take those signs early. Don't ignore them. Don't settle for something that a relationship that you are already finding unhappiness with early on. And like that's kind of that line right there, right? Maybe it's the picture of somebody you were hoping I would be. And that's what we want to do sometimes. We want to just ignore the bad stuff and say it'll be better. But by ignoring that stuff, it stays, right? Some of that stuff stays. It doesn't change. And maybe that's what happened in this relationship. Maybe she kind of settled for somebody and or thought he would become something different than what he was to her. And he was being upfront and honest, and she wanted something else. And it's just a sad ending here as he goes on, pretty much saying, hey, you know, if he closed his eyes and tried with all his might to be the one you need, he's wishing that he could just become this person that you wanted him to be, and he wants to be that for you, but that's just not reality, right? I mean, it's already at its end. This relationship is at its end. So he goes on to say, how long have I been sleeping? How long have I been drifting alone through the night? How long have I been running for that morning flight through the whispered promises and the changing light of the bed where we both lie, late for the sky? Dude, that I don't know if that makes it sound like he's got a flight out in the morning. They're kind of separating, and he's flying out his own direction. They're splitting up. But he just can't bring himself to make it to that flight and to leave. He's still laying there in bed with her. You know, maybe just like, there's got to be a way. There's got to be a way. And now he's late for the sky. He's late for that plane that's going to take him to the other state that he's going to live in. I don't know. That's kind of the vibes I got on the end there. But if you guys got any other idea on that, let me know. All right, unfortunately, I couldn't find any background information on the song as far as what Jackson Browne might have been feeling or thinking when he wrote this song. If it was about maybe his split up, I believe he had went through a divorce, and I don't know if that was around this time, but maybe some of you guys have some information that you want to share with me. Beautifully written song right here from Jackson Browne, dude. More on the sad side of things with this one, a relationship coming to its end, and the way he paints that picture for you, magnificent, man, magnificent. Great guitar work once again by Jackson as well. I believe that's him on the guitar. You guys can fill me in if you don't mind. Just really love this one all around. You guys pointed me in the right direction very much, man. Thank you so much for this one. If you guys enjoyed, please don't forget to like, subscribe, check out the descriptions down below for other ways you can help the channel, including becoming a member here on my YouTube, my Patreon, or donation request if you so choose. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one, man. Peace.